Man, it's been a fucking minute since I've been on this side of the bar.
Yeah. That's what happens when Big Daddy comes to town. You know what I'm saying?
Holy, Mikey is absolutely fucked this mic.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You know what? If I was Michael Phelps, I'd probably talk shit to him too. So
Hell yeah. I got $100 on Phelps.
that'd actually be a fucking good fight. Not gonna lie.
It'd be, I just think it would be fun to watch. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
we would have to hold like a pre-fight press conference.
Oh, which, knowing Mikey, I don't think he'd last. He'd be like the Conor McGregor, where he's just like, fuck the ring, we're fighting right
Yeah,
now.
right?
Be like, I'm impatient. Let's fucking get after it.
In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
Well, anyways, welcome to the Freedom Friends podcast.
Yes, sir.
It's a little bit different on the video side this week. We are sans fucking everyone.
Everybody, yeah.
We're out. Mikey's gone. He's in Florida. Stumpbeard Dave, he's in Florida with Mikey. Scott is out. And Jazz is out.
Yes.
And so you got us 3 lovely gentlemen.
The
Yep.
B team, baby.
B
The
team.
B
Yeah,
team.
we're on like D.
the show goes on.
It does.
You
It
know
must
what?
go on.
Yeah.
So we got producer extraordinaire Justin.
Hey.
Fucking, it's weird being over here. Like, I feel uncomfortable because I'm like, if that shit goes wrong, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of myself. So if at any point you see me get up and then come back, it's probably because I'm making sure we're all fucking good.
Right. And then we have
Our guest,
Mr. Mike Barker with Hero Sports.
Hey.
which y'all have seen what, at least once, twice. You've been on the show a couple times, right?
Couple times.
Yeah.
First time in the new facility.
Right.
So, yeah. Nah, man, I'm glad to be here. Always a good time hanging out with you boys. So,
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Nice. We
Well,
gotta
Pay the bills.
pay a little
Yeah.
bills real quick.
I'm gonna let you take that
Yeah?
because I just
You-
listened.
you
I
wanna
just-
try it?
I just listened to it. I can't rattle it off like you guys.
So today's episode is brought to you by Warfighter Tobacco. Warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. I'm looking at a camera that's not even there.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate it because Mikey still looks over there when I'm always cut on his camera, and I think it's fucking hilarious.
Okay. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO to score yourself 15% off your order. Once the Hero Sports cigars get on the website, they're not there yet, but once they're up, no discount codes will work because they are a charity cigar.
Yeah.
We'd rather give $1 per cigar back to Hero Sports instead of 85 cents.
We appreciate that.
Right?
Because we're fucking good dudes.
Right.
Oh.
Check out owellness.us for all your CBD needs. Their freeze gel is phenomenal. Everybody's firm believer in it. We need to get you on board with that, Mike. Anyways, use that code Freedom Friends 25. Score yourself a quarter off your order, 25% off over there. And then we have Icy Tech coolers.
Oh.
What's their tagline? I forgot.
For those that get it.
For those that get it, Icy Tech coolers. You guys in need for a cooler? These guys have some phenomenal ones. They have one big enough you can fit a couple dead hookers in it too.
They donated one to our Duff Hunt.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
we-
awesome.
Yeah, we had a mystery cooler, and yeah,
I
awesome.
remember Mikey bringing that
That
in.
was
I
a
think
big one. That was a dead hooker cooler.
That's the
that
one
was
that
the
I
dead
literally
hooker.
climbed
That's
in.
That's why when you said dead hookers, I was
You're
like,
like,
I've
oh.
seen that. I've seen that.
Also, if you want to see just how big they are, go check out their Instagram. Tell them the Freedom Friends sent you. They literally will post up pictures of a truck bed that is completely filled by one cooler, and like
That's
dudes
awesome.
that are standing in it's waist deep. Like
Holy
they
shit.
don't fuck around when it comes to coolers.
And use the code Freedom Friends 10.
Freedom Friends 10
Freedom Friends
or whatever's
10.
on the screen right now. Use that code.
Yeah, use the code. You see it. It's somewhere.
Yes.
It's on there.
And that'll score yourself 10% off all those fancy, awesome coolers. I think that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Sweet.
All
Thanks,
right, guys.
guys.
See y'all next week. Now we got you to talk about, buddy.
I know.
Ah, man, it'd be a short show. Story of my life.
Too many jokes.
Straight to the
Too
point.
many jokes.
I appreciate that. I
Hey,
appreciate
man,
that.
You know, I just keep it real.
Yeah.
So I guess we don't need to go through the origin story of Hero Sports because that's been covered. Go check out the older episodes. What have y'all been doing since the last time you were here? Y'all have been blowing up crazy like.
Yeah, I mean, fulfilling the mission, supporting
Right.
veterans and service members through sports, outdoors, and recreation, and that's, ultimately the mission doesn't change, it just, it grows and expands to reach more veterans and more service members. And we've been fortunate enough to do that, so we're in 20 different states now. We've done events or supporting veterans in, which probably the last time I was here, we were probably in 9 or 10, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was 9.
So, so just doubled our growth and what we provide and doing more cool partnership stuff. Obviously the cigars gets huge, it's been a huge hit. A lot of people are, obviously, where do I buy it? Where do I get it? How do I get it? And then the people that have smoked it are like, this is a great cigar. This is a wonderful cigar. Like I had a dude yesterday. He hit me up and he had a whole I'll read it to you. He's like, this is a really smooth cigar, medium to full complexity, really good taste and burn. You guys did a great job on this. I'm gonna pick up another box when I'm at my local cigar shop.
yeah.
So, just the reviews that people are sending us, are like phenomenal. So, and then last night we were at the Randy Rogers Band concert.
We're getting pictures and videos. And stuff.
So that was pretty cool. The two of the guys up on stage had smelt our cigars that we were smoking at the table, and we're like, hey, we'd love to have one as well.
Right.
And, these guys have written for Chris Stapleton, Luke Combs, Taylor Swift. Luke Bryan. All the big country artists, and they were up there singing the songs that they wrote, that other artists made famous.
Yeah.
And, obviously Randy was up there singing his songs as well. But, they were like, man, these are awesome cigars, so
I love it.
it's pretty cool. And then afterwards, we got to take a picture with them, Randy holding the cigar box. So that was really cool. One of my favorite Texas country artists. So, I was like a little kid in a candy shop. So
Right.
That is on that note of people that smelled your cigars. When I first started working at Warfighter, it was funny when you guys would tell me like, y'all don't need to put banners out or anything. It's like people just smell it, and it's it's like a dog when it smells an animal. They're like,
we went to a Dropkick Murphys concert in Austin, and obviously it was me, Scott, Big Jim, Leon, like the whole crew, and so we're at the concert and it's outdoors, and like when we're at places like that, there's a shitload of people, everything. Like we want to try to find a spot where we're kind of like, we still have a good view, but we're not just like that asshole has 5 guys, 6 guys standing in the middle of the entire crowd. Just everyone's smoking a cigar.
Oh yeah.
So we found a spot by a little tree on the side. And so we're over there and we were hanging out the whole night in that one area and, smoking cigars like we normally do. And we had like 4 people that were like, I saw you guys from across the thing. And I'm gonna come over and smoke cigars with you because nobody's gonna say anything to me somewhere else. And I'm like, nobody really says anything anyways. Like they smell good.
Yeah.
I've never been in a place where somebody's been like, sir, can you smoke somewhere else, or can you put that cigar out? Like, I don't like the smell of that. I've heard it with cigarettes nonstop, but
for sure.
most people's cigars are like, man, that smells delicious. Like, fuck it is.
Well, it's classy. If you're smoking a cigar, you're automatically classy. Which we on the show like to disprove. So.
Yeah, I was about to say that might be a stretch because I'm smoking one right now, and I don't know.
It's like school in the summertime.
Yeah,
No class.
You get out on one of these hunting trips, the class just goes away, man. It's not so classy anymore.
Y'all have hunting trips like fuck every weekend right now.
It's that time of year.
Busy time of year for us. Hunting season, for MLD tags has already kicked off. Hunting season starts opening whitetail season is the first weekend in November, and we're shooting a lot of deer already. So
hell yeah, doing the Lord's work,
right?
So hey, you got to eat, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And, I went down to the Cordes Ranch a week ago, and shot a big axis for my birthday. So my wife got me an axis hunt for my birthday.
Nice.
So that was cool. And then, we just hosted the Fighting 69th. Yeah. So which is a really cool story. Those guys were the National Guard unit stationed in New York.
Nasty girls represent.
Yeah. But on September 11th, they were the activated National Guard unit that was on the scene at Ground
wow.
Zero.
Yeah.
And after, fulfilling that mission of security downtown, they ended up deploying to Baghdad together. And they wrote a book about it. And all the guys that we've hosted, this is our third hunt that we've hosted a camaraderie unit hunt with them. All of the guys from the unit that come to the hunt sign the book for me. So it's pretty cool.
That's fucking. I had never. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
That's fucking. That's kind of crazy going from like day one to then going overseas, and it's just like, yeah, we've been doing this since day one.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking
Start
wild.
from the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
fucking
cool too.
crazy.
Go one of the guys that came on the hunt the first year treated a guy downrange.
Oh, what's his name? Doc.
Doc Papadopoulos.
Pop. Yeah, I sat in a blind with him for the weekend.
Yeah. So
Dude's got some
Doc,
stories.
yeah. But Doc treated a wounded guy downrange, medevaced home, came to BAMC, and he was my patient at the hospital.
Holy
Like, how
fuck.
small of a world is that?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
And this dude, 16 years later, came on a hunt with Hero Sports in South Texas. He still lives in New York.
Yep.
And came on a hunt, and we treated the same guy, just him downrange, me back here at the hospital.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that even like come up in conversation?
Because the guy that reached out to me to start taking their veterans hunting didn't ask for a free hunt.
Yeah.
He reached out to Hero Sports and was like, I want to do a unit camaraderie hunt with my guys that we deployed with. And do you know any discounted places that would give us a good deal on a hunt? And my response was, well, we'll take you on a hunt. Like,
Fuck
it's
yeah.
not going to be a discounted hunt. It's going to be, we're going to take you on a hunt and provide this to you guys for your service. And that's how it started. And like, I didn't know the guy that had reached out from Adam.
Yeah.
He just sent me an email. And so we got to talking, and I was like, you guys know any guys, from New York that were wounded? And he was like, yeah, we know some guys. I was like, you guys know a guy named Felix Vargas? He was like, Vargas? He's like, you know Vargas? And I was like, well, yeah, I know. I treated him, He's like,
Yeah.
oh man, wait till Doc gets here. He's
Right.
like, Doc treated him when he got wounded downrange, And I was like, oh man, this is like,
Holy shit.
yeah, it's pretty dope, Just world gets smaller every day.
Very true.
So,
Very true.
but yeah, that was just one of the many cool stories that you hear down there with those guys, just because they have some tremendous stories.
They really do.
They do, man, for sure.
Their unit went through some shit.
Yeah, so it's really cool. And then we have 30 more hunts coming up in the next
Fuck.
4 months. So
Is it mainly just like Axis or?
Well, yeah. What are some of the upcoming ones you guys have?
Yeah.
let's see here. Well, it's it's about to be whitetail season. Hogs for sure. I know some guys that are going on a sandhill crane hunt here pretty soon.
Fuck
From
those
New
guys.
Mexico. Yeah. There's some of our New Mexico boys and some of our San Antonio crew are going to meet up and do a sandhill crane hunt. So
Ribeye in the sky.
yeah. So I'm excited about that one as well. We have just a bunch of whitetails. We have a property up in Pipe Creek also that we're gonna take some guys out on some hunts for. So we have some bucks that we need to shoot up there and some does. And if there's some Axis walking around, they might get schwacked too. But
Unalived.
But just really any kind of hunt that we can provide, is really what we try to do. And the hunt is 10% of the experience.
Absolutely.
90% of it is hanging out with other veterans and shooting the
Right.
shit and having fun and just being in the outdoors. Kicking back and relaxing and leaving everything that you have going on at home,
Right.
and
Yeah.
just being out there and decompressing, and I
Mhm.
think that is ultimately what the hunting experience is for us. It's not the shooting of the animal, which also provides food,
Right.
for their family.
Yeah.
But, that is just such a small part of it. And, I think that's why the hunting experiences that we provide truly make an impact, and I think, John can attest, and, you saw at the dog and knife hunt last year, that's what it is, and it's just people leaving 3 or 4 days later after the hunt, going back home changed.
Absolutely.
And not only that, but it gives them a resource, right? When they are struggling, when they get back home, to someone to reach out to.
Yeah, they have a network now.
Yeah,
Yes.
they have a network, so they know that they can reach out to us, and if I don't answer, they can call John, or they can call Sam, or they can call Justin, or they can call
Right.
Mikey, or whoever, and prime example, we were in a meeting the other day, and we had a veteran who was struggling reaching out. They called me first, and I was speaking at the meeting. They immediately called Mikey next,
Yeah.
and Mikey picked up the phone and walked out of the meeting and talked the guy off the ledge.
Yeah.
And that's the impact that I think that we have is it's truly keeping people from the dark side.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Well, it's like everybody always says. I'd rather sit on the phone with you for an hour than speak at your funeral. Or what's the there's that one saying I can't think of off the top of my head, but it's like I'd rather listen to your problems for however long I need to
for sure.
than get that phone call saying that I can't hear
Yeah.
you anymore. Like
Yeah.
it's not worth it. It's a fucking terrible decision, and
It's a permanent solution for a temporary problem.
For sure.
absolutely. Like
Absolutely.
it always does get better, and
Yeah.
it can get better if you put yourself in
Right.
in groups that Hero Sports provides and
Yeah.
go out there. One thing that I've kind of noticed is I always hear about people talking about like, oh, hunting's great and everything, and they talk, like you said, kind of like about the hunt piece.
Right.
Not as many people talk about like, yeah, the hunt was cool, but that was in reality about 5 to 10 minutes of the whole day.
For sure.
The really amazing part where you build those friendships and those bonds is sitting in the blind or back around the fire,
Yep.
back at the house, just talking shit, smoking cigars,
Yeah.
drinking. Like that was the part that I took away the most. Is it was like everybody can take a joke. We're all having a good time, and that is the sole
Yeah.
purpose of the trip. Have a good time and build that network.
Because you've been around on a couple hunts, and you so you got some of the infamous hunts that you've been on.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
very lucky.
You've been on the dog and knife hunt.
This
Yes.
motherfucker's
And you've
got all
been
the
I
good
know.
You've
shit.
been on the gator hunt.
I told you earlier, I'm just riding John's coattails as far as it'll take me.
This
The,
motherfucker's been on all the good shit.
So the dog and knife hunt, you really got to experience the campfire. The
Absolutely.
campfire talk.
Yes.
And even hanging out in the blinds, just because the blinds, a lot of the blinds they have on that property, they're 2 or 3 man blinds, but then they got the Hilton.
The Hilton, baby.
It's got a
That's my
bed and a
spot.
toilet. Like
Yeah.
you fit 6 dudes in that blind.
Yeah, easily.
And none of the animals care. You're having a full blown conversation. They just come out and say hi. The animals do. It's crazy.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But
Well-
that one, like sitting in a blind in that, like it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And then the campfire, hanging around, like that weekend, that hunt is like one day essentially.
Yeah.
It's Saturday, sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go out Sunday morning and sit in a blind, you can, but you're not going to see anything because we just scared every animal out from 1,000
Absolutely.
acres.
Yes.
But so that hunt specifically it's a very intimate form of hunting, just what is going on, how the hunt is. But on top of that, the conversations that are had, the hosts, the landowner, all the people, the support guys that, for the landowner that help out to facilitate everything that's going on. They've been doing it, for 4 years now,
Yeah.
right?
Well, actually, this January will be our 5th annual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we just completed our 4th annual there.
And but they're so good at what they do and making sure everything goes smooth, and you never have to ask for something.
hmm
Nothing. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I need a nap. Nope, they're right there. Like,
Yeah.
you never have to ask for a single thing. But the conversations that are had are just fucking phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the gator hunt too, same thing. Half the time we're just hanging around.
Yep.
Yeah. We're getting William unstuck out of water pretty
He
much.
gets- I was very disappointed he didn't get stuck a single time we were down there.
It was
Really?
fairly dry out there.
Yeah.
Although his wife definitely called him out, which I thought was
Oh yeah.
hilarious.
That's half the time. That's why he gets stuck. Yeah.
No, but it's awesome. But y'all don't just do hunts though.
No, we do fishing trips. So we're trying to expand and do more fishing next year. We did a few offshore trips this past year and doing some freshwater stuff. So that's it's not my passion, but I know it's popular in the veteran community, so we try to provide it. Sports from softball to basketball to any kind of sport, that we support. Obviously softball is the biggest one that we do. It's the most recreational / competitive sport that we provide.
Well, softball is about the only sport that a 40-year-old retired guy that is not in the only shape he's in is round.
Yes.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about.
He was
I resemble that remark.
Yeah.
he was talking around you. Around you. Yeah.
But they can be.
Yeah.
It can be competitive
For sure.
and it's not. You're not. I wouldn't say you're not going to get injured, but you're less likely to get injured doing that than you
Sure.
are trying to do like flag football or
Yeah.
And you can do it with. It's adaptive.
For sure.
You don't have to be 100% able-bodied.
Yeah.
I run a fucking 13-minute 2-mile. Like, no.
Yeah.
I just got off my couch. I've been on it for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Not only that, but there's different levels too. You can play like in a recreational league, or you can play co-ed, or, like if you have a significant other that also likes to play. So, there's variations of softball that make it easy for you to participate.
Yeah.
So, but Mikey and I and Jules all went down to the Military Worlds tournament in Florida.
Yeah.
But that's the highest level of military softball, where you have really competitive teams, guys that are professionals that are, rep for all the major,
Brands
and stuff, and these guys get paid to play softball. And, so you can have very, very competitive to very, very recreational, and kind of, on a Tuesday night, if you want to get out and play slow pitch softball in Utah, like we provide that, or,
Right.
If you want to play on one of our more competitive teams and travel around the country, we have those options as well. So just softball is pretty easy to facilitate.
I have a question for before someone puts in our comment section. In the recreational, like the for fun stuff, are alcoholic beverages allowed in the dugout?
It depends on the city and where you're playing.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But
There you go.
these kinds of cups, make very good alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
They're
You
almost
just can't
like
sit there with a
alcohol
beer in your
beverage
hand.
suppressors.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are like alcohol beverage suppressors.
You just don't need a tax stamp.
Yeah, you just don't need the stamp, But no one really comes and says, "Hey, what's in your cup?" But if you have a beer can,
Yeah.
that's
they're
pretty
gonna be like,
obvious.
hey man, you can't drink.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fair enough.
my bad.
So, but yeah, no, I would say that adult beverages are. It's kind of like bowling, right? You can't go bowling and not have an adult beverage.
100%.
Yeah.
So most people don't softball without
the people
an
that
adult
go
beverage.
bowling that don't drink
Yes.
are the same people that do sock shoe, sock shoe.
God, please don't ever let this die. I don't want him ever to move
Oh, it'll
past
never
this.
die.
Please don't.
I talk everybody now.
Yes,
And I'm like, I have one question. And our friendship is based on this.
absolutely.
Mike Barker.
Oh, yeah.
I have one question. Our partnership is based on this. When you put your socks and shoes on,
Okay.
do you do sock, shoe, or do you do sock, shoe?
Sock, shoe.
Goddamn
Ooh,
right.
Oh, it was risky.
I know,
He
I was
paused
worried
for
for
a
a
second.
minute.
I was like, Mike, oh God, just lie at this point. Like,
Who does sock, shoe?
Fucking
shoe?
psychopaths. That's who.
Yeah.
do you know you have a psychopath working for you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Whoops. Well,
I found that out when I was driving to Houston for the clay shoot with Mikey.
really?
And he told me, and I almost pulled over and kicked him the fuck out of my truck. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
That's weird to have one sock and one shoe on and like a bare foot.
Right?
You know, the even
That's-
weirder part is he claims it's more efficient, which in no universe does that make sense.
It's not even about efficiency.
No, it's just about being a human.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, his performance review's coming up here pretty soon. So
That's gonna be like the number, like the interview. That's the first question.
it
Okay.
needs to lead off with. So we heard about how you put your suction shoes on.
Yeah.
So it's
So we
automatically.
have a
it's
severance
not-
package.
thanks for your service. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, we spent about an hour and a half on one of our episodes just roasting the fuck out of Mikey.
Well,
And it's one of our best performing videos so
Yeah?
far. So,
wow,
Well, I mean, it's a valid fucking point.
100%.
It's valid.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Yep.
He's just
Yeah,
he's just
that's
wrong.
weird. Sock shoe.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not a thing.
I did the only other answer that I've gotten that it actually kind of makes a little bit of sense, but not really, was sock, pants, shoe.
In very limited cases.
Yeah. And it was explained to me that if they're really high socks, it's easier to put like knee high, like hunting socks. It's easier to put those on and then it is to try to roll your pant leg all the way up. I was like, I can see that. That makes sense.
I'm still not going to do it. But
I've been
it
on a lot of
makes sense.
hunts. I've been on a lot. I've been to a lot of hunts. And
I mean, there's some hunts
I've-
that I'll run around with the sock on, just one. But it won't be on my feet. I'm not wearing anything else.
Normally, you don't even have the sock on that.
You caught my attention very quickly with that statement. I was like, what?
Yeah. No, I mean, normally it's just streaking.
That used to be my running joke. Like, I'm going to show up at your party and a light coat of CLP and one sock, not on my feet.
But yeah, no, I mean, we have, we do so many different things outside of just sports and outdoors and recreation type things. Like next weekend, we're a part of a fall festival here, which is, bouncy houses and pumpkin patch and
Stuff for the
clowns.
kiddos.
Yeah, stuff with
Yeah.
kids. And, there's a rodeo actually going on at the same event with live music. So, it's more of a community based event, but at the same time, we encourage veterans to come out and service members to come out to the event. So we're doing a pairing dinner with a local Freetail Brewing here in San
Oh,
Antonio. It's like a 5-course meal, paired with one of their beers that they have. So there's just all kinds of things, man, between the actual things that we provide for veterans and service members, but then the things that allow us to provide those opportunities, have to be there as well. So, obviously like cigars, now that we have a Hero Sports cigar that people are able to buy, those proceeds go to provide more opportunities. A pairing dinner, you wouldn't think, a nonprofit organization would do a pairing dinner.
Yeah.
It's just, not traditional, and we're very non-traditional anyway.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's like, good food and beer goes together, and people can come by a plate and drink some beer and taste some, they have a wonderful chef that's preparing this meal, and, you can come support that way, So we try to provide to our supporters as well, many various different ways that they can participate, because it's not cookie cutter, everybody likes to support in their own way.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's cool that you offer stuff where it's just for the veteran, like the hunts and stuff, where it's just the veteran comes out and goes on the hunt. But then you also offer stuff where it's like the veteran and the veteran's family can come and enjoy an evening, like at the
For
fall
sure.
festival.
Yeah.
Like bring the family out, come get
Yeah.
pictures with the pumpkins, with the kiddos, or just the wife or whatever. Like you offer kind of both ends of the spectrum. It's not just that one avenue of approach.
yeah, no, 100%, man. So, did I just see a ghost?
You did.
One of the hosts just showed up, so we're
Yeah.
gonna pause real quick and do some rearranging.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
we'll be right back.
Hey,
Did you see Max Verstappen beat Lewis Hamilton at Coda?
I did
Bro. By like
a fucking hot minute.
4.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Which in F1 is like
It's like
3
6
days.
days. Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I mean, he was trouncing him so bad when they turned the Hamilton radio on. Mercedes was like, yeah, go ahead and just back off, Hamilton. We're just going to go ahead and save the engine. Like, you can't catch him. Like,
Did you see Bubba Wallace had like that whole interaction and like nothing happened. NASCAR didn't punish him and everything, but social media is just like, fuck this guy. Like people are making like 20-minute documentaries about like, Here's what he did that was an asshole move. Here's another instance where there was a guy being medically attended to after an accident, and Bubba Wallace walks up and throws a cup of water in his face because he hit his car during his accident. It was
He's
like,
always been like that.
Yeah.
fuck you, guy. Like,
Right.
Yeah, he's always been like that.
yeah.
Now, in all fairness, like Hamilton in F1 is now it's confirmed he's the greatest of all time, and not on like opinion.
No.
So he's
straight
tied.
fact.
He's tied Schumacher for the most world championships,
Mhm.
but now he has more podiums and more pole positions than Schumacher.
Yeah.
So just on the numbers,
Yeah.
Right.
He's up.
he's the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
The problem is he is also a whiny bitch.
Yes.
So like it's like you need to go to the tape. I think he went out on turn 20.
Yeah.
We need to go to the tape. We need to check this. We need to go to the tape. You got to do this. Like half of his wins come from, now that's a strategy, right? Like ping your opponent for every little infraction that you can get
Yeah.
them on. And if you're driving perfect and you can get them for every little mistake,
Mhm.
that
Also-
all adds on time. But
Also, his teammate was a very stellar driver that would take the back seat for a lot of it, and so he would put himself
Yeah.
behind to back everybody off.
I
like-
loved what he
Yeah.
did though. So
the-
his co-pilot or his wingman essentially, who was like, I don't win so he can win. But if you want that to continue to happen, then I need to feel like I'm properly appreciated here at Mercedes Petronas.
Mhm.
And then there was like a behind the scenes deal that was cut, and all of a sudden, Bottas is his name, was very okay with being number
Second
2
place.
to Mercedes.
Yeah.
I was like, how much money was that? How much money is it to go like, I'm a professional second place
It's
driver?
got to be
right?
more money than you'd make if you won.
Right? It's got to be like, I'm willing to give up the glory.
This
If I
microphone's like
have
Mikey's
the money.
dick. It doesn't stay up.
Also noted on his performance review.
Yes.
I'm not sure when I'm going to cut this in, but Jess showed up.
Hey!
When we say mediocre at best, we don't even know what hosts are showing up to the show.
In all fairness, I did tell you this morning that I was a soft maybe.
soft maybe.
Like, it was
he gave me a
like,
soft maybe, and then
and then I was reminded that Barker was coming here. So given the opportunity to come
Hey!
shit on Barker, I had to take it. How you been, buddy?
I bring out the best in people.
How you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
I've been good, man. Just ripping and running like always, you know. Things are good.
Good.
Can't complain.
No.
And if
Yeah,
I
I
do,
gotta-
no one listens. So
it's fucking true. Y'all got a little event coming up, which we need.
it's not a little event.
It's not a little event.
Apparently,
Barker
it's
has
huge.
no
event.
idea what we're doing.
No clue.
It's not at all. But
It's a tournament. Do you know what the tournament's for?
I know it's games,
What kind of games?
board game, table games.
Board games.
You were almost there.
Clue.
it's a clue tournament.
This table is risk. This table is
It is. He's almost there with tabletop tournaments. Because he was like, it's a table game. So
Yeah,
it's
table
it's,
game.
It's
Yeah.
it's warfare. It's tabletop warfare. It's miniature warfare.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have a huge veteran community that participates, and there's a big gaming club here in town that when they became a club they became a 501c3.
Yeah.
But if you do that, your money has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to be a nonprofit club and get those perks, then you can't have holdings. So to dump their holdings, they do charity tournaments.
Yep.
And they came to us and asked if we would host and help out and use my connections for some stuff. And I was like, sure. Where's your money going?
Yeah.
And they told me something about fucking kids or something or another.
Whoa.
Whoa,
And I was like-
was there a comma in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Go ahead.
There was a- but you get to decide where the comma goes. And yeah, they were like, we give it to I don't know, kids without arms or some shit. I don't know what the fuck it was. And I was like, okay, cool. But I know the shitbag that's got this thing that he does for
Yeah.
Super
For
shit
veterans
veterans.
without arms.
Super
and
shit.
for
veterans.
veterans without arms.
Yeah. Actually, we just did one. With
And given the people that belong to the club and the relationships that we have, and this is Military City, USA, it was not a hard pitch to go like, hey, I have this connection to this charity and it's for veterans and I actually know where the money goes. I know the work
Sure.
that gets done.
Yeah.
I'll do it, but I want the money to go over there. And there's 4 of them on their board, and then 2 of them were with me, and they're like, we don't have a problem, but we've got to float it by the whole board.
For sure.
And literally the next morning they called me and they were like, we looked him up, and actually one of our board members is familiar with him. We're
Nice.
100% on board.
Nice.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Nice.
So now we've been rocking and rolling to turn this into as big of a spectacle as we possibly can. So it's
I hear there's going to be a few adult beverages drink.
1 or 2.
Couple.
1 or 2. So
Can you repeat what you told us about some of the strategies that those guys have?
Mm.
Because I thought this was fucking awesome.
So the game we're playing relies heavily on dice rolls. There's a bit of strategy and stuff that goes into it for how you move and where you move and all that kind of stuff. But it relies heavily on dice rolls. That's how you get the randomization of the game, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't like the way your dice rolled, there is a way to improve that roll, and that is to buy a beer for your opponent. So we have a bunch of breweries that are stepping up and donating the beer. So if you buy any of the charity beer, it will buy you a reroll. And so a lot of the strategy for these guys is, I really don't like my dice today. And you just keep shoveling beer down your opponent until essentially you get them drunk enough that they just make bad decisions. And that's how you win.
Can you pre-buy the re-rolls and just use them when you need them?
Just to get that, I should.
I just want the dude to like walk up to the table and there's like already 10 beers just sitting there. And I'm just like, hi.
You know what? Knowing these dudes, you've never played that game. You could come to that tournament, and if you did that for the opponent, they'd just be like, "Yeah, you win. We're good."
Next thing you know, I'm going to Worlds. And I'm just like, I don't know. I've never played a game one single time. Everyone just quit.
Somebody just gave me these.
I don't even know what this
That's
does.
a bold strategy. I like it.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. We've got a lot of involvement, a lot of support that's coming in. Your friends over at Silver Eagle, they're helping out, doing some stuff.
Nice.
And,
I know those guys pretty well.
Yeah, so we're very, very excited. We're going to be doing some cool stuff, but we're excited to be raising money for you guys. And I mean, essentially, we have an excuse to throw a 3-day party and play games and then feel good about it at the end because we gave it to somebody who gave it away.
Right.
No.
But
if you love what you do, you never work a day in your
so
life.
if you're listening, there's multiple ways to get involved with that charity giveaway. One, you can go buy these because fuck, they're good. You can go buy the cigars and give that money. But if you get a hold of my store at Battle Pub, we will figure out how to take your money and give it to Hero Sports. Because the goal is over the 3-day fundraiser that weekend. The goal is we want to cut you guys a $10,000 check. So
hell yeah,
that's the plan over the 3 days. So
that'll be awesome. It will allow us to continue to impact our community.
I can't guarantee that's what the check's gonna be, but that's the goal, and that's what we're gonna keep telling everybody because we're really close. So I want to get one of those stupid like meter things and be like, "How drunk are you, motherfuckers?"
We're just gonna lower that.
We need to get this going. But no, we want to do good work,
awesome.
and a lot of these guys know you. We have players and stuff that do hunt guides for you and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be a good time. If nothing else, we're gonna have a fucking good time, and I'm gonna get you some big annoying check. Like some big 4-foot by 8-foot bastard.
Absolutely.
So you gotta fucking.
I'll make sure Mikey's there to receive it.
Out of plywood though. It's not gonna be like cardboard.
It's gonna be like a 3-man carry to get it out of the building.
100%.
Y'all gonna be walking out like pivot.
It won't be. It'll be like fucking jazz. This is not fucking funny. I couldn't give me a regular size check.
Yeah.
But
no, that's awesome, man. We're excited about that, man. We're and definitely appreciative. So thank you.
And yeah, so how's your cigar doing?
Good. It's going really good. We've got a bunch of shops that have done reorders and definitely bumped their numbers up on their reorders. But yeah, we're waiting on our next shipment to come in before we get them live on the website.
Yeah.
Once that happens, then we'll have enough inventory.
I don't know. I think I'm going to try and buy some more.
Okay.
They're good. They're very good.
I'm just going to buy them all out so people can't buy them.
That's it.
No,
So
The secondary market is
I actually,
insane.
the underground.
I want to get with you offline. I'll talk a little bit about it here, but I want to go more in depth with it offline with you. I read this big white paper actually about using gaming for the same reason that you're using sports.
Yep.
And they did this big psychology thing about because what it takes away is it takes away trigger decision because it all has to become analytical decision.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't do responsive decision making.
For sure.
But because of that and the store growing and stuff like that, we want to start instituting that, but we want to start a competition team for the store that then goes to these big tournaments and represents the store and stuff like
For
that.
sure.
But if we're going to do that, I want to do it for more than, hey, I'm just repping my store. Like
Yeah.
I want it to be for a reason.
For sure.
We'd love to talk to you about maybe doing a collab on some jerseys and
For
doing
sure.
like a Hero Sports kind of gaming division and let us kind of spearhead that. And
Yeah, no, for sure. And, even before, during COVID, when everybody was stuck at home, like we thought about offering esports, right? Like e-gaming, esports. I'm a dumb motherfucker, so I don't know how to run that shit, you know? So, heavy object pickup put over here. Like I'm good at that. But, yeah, man, we would love to expand.
You were a combat medic.
Yeah, motherfucker. When you're lying on the battlefield, your fucking ass ain't very light. Let me tell you.
Like I don't know shit.
He was just going in
I
every
can save
time.
lives, but I don't know shit.
Yeah,
He was just praying it was a motherfucker like me, where he's like, "Oh fuck yeah, skinny one, let's go."
Yeah, for sure. Why don't all the fucking light motherfuckers get hurt? You know, why do all the fucking
smaller targets.
Smaller targets, yeah.
It's always the big dudes.
Good at
man.
dodgeball.
Yeah,
It's always
But,
guys like Mikey.
for sure. Yeah, but yeah, nah, man. You know, would love to be able to expand what we do, and I tell people all the time, like what we provide at Hero Sports is mostly because the veteran community has come to us and said, "Hey, would you guys support this?" You know, and I'm like, yeah.
And we talked
yeah.
about a little bit on the phone. It's
Yeah.
like, look, I don't know anything about it, but if you're saying you've got a crew, then
Yeah, for sure.
let's rock
You
and
know?
roll. So
I mean, we had a guy reach out one time, and you know, he was a competitive ping pong player. You know, and that was his jam. You know, he's an Army veteran,
I
plays
remember
ping
that.
pong.
That was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, you know, and I was like, well, it's not my jam, but it's your jam. I'll pay for it. You know, so we started paying for his entry fee into tournaments, and you know, that was his outlet, ping pong.
Yeah.
You know, so it just whatever it is, you know, if we can support it, we do. You know, and it's just if we can't, we say we can't. You
That's
know,
that's one of the best sport names, I think. Because like they
Ping pong.
figured out how to play this game, and they're like, "Fuck, what do we call it?" Guy's like, I don't know, ping. The other guy's like, pong.
well, actually,
it's called an onomatopoeia.
to be completely accurate, when you're playing competitively, it's
table
called
tennis.
table tennis.
Well, because it doesn't go ping pong anymore. It goes
Ding, 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 ding. Sounds more rack.
Right. Fucking Serena Williams in the background.
That shit's wild. Is he one of those ones that's like 15 feet off the back of the table?
Bro,
fucking fuck.
I'll show you some videos,
Yes.
man. It is fucking phenomenal.
I can't get more than 3 pings to a pong. And like if I'm standing on the table and you had it on a string, like I wouldn't be able to.
He's really phenomenal. I mean, and the people that he plays against are like high level ranked.
It's
like,
wild.
like national people, you know, similar, you know, that travel in around from anywhere in the
Right.
country and play table tennis.
And the speeds are just ludicrous.
stupid,
Like
stupid.
They're throwing like they're like hitting curveballs. These dudes too.
that's the other thing. All the like spin control.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the,
for sure.
I always love it when they're like they have the pro guy play the amateur and he hits it like almost like left to right and it goes up and then just goes bing off to the right and the dude's like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, I'm that good at this.
Or instead of like bouncing and then going forward, it like bounces and goes like backwards to the right.
Yeah.
You're like, what, motherfucker.
Yeah, for sure.
There's like I don't know how I ended up down this rabbit hole, but somehow I saw one video that came across my TikTok of a dude pitching wiffle balls.
Oh, that's
And then I
insane.
ended up down that rabbit hole for like 3
for sure.
hours.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
going like that. It's not.
Yeah.
Physics doesn't work like this.
Yeah.
Like this isn't. I don't know.
Like
I don't know what extraplanar entity you cut the deal with to do that.
Yeah.
Like Justin said, watching those guys, like
Yeah.
I wouldn't really say professional wiffle ball. I mean, they probably fucking are.
There
They're
are.
probably
There are.
professional.
There
wiffle
are.
ball.
Professional wiffle ball guys.
But pitching to like just Steve from the neighborhood. And like he dives out of the way and this curveball and it hits
It
the
still
strike
hits
zone.
that little
and it's just
shield
like,
thing.
what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
I've seen the videos on TikTok of the dudes that have like leagues and they live stream it and
Oh, for sure.
they've got their own set of rules and everything. Like it's fucking. That was another thing that came from COVID.
Yeah.
That
it was wiffle ball.
People were just like, let's just make something that isn't really popular, really fun and popular.
Yeah.
It's like,
Did you guys ever hear about that? So speaking of the table tennis thing, before COVID, there was this club that opened up in New York called Spin. And it was a private table tennis club. And it was like all of these fucking celebrities
Huh.
that lived in New York were all part of this ping pong club. And apparently it's where Prince dug hanging out before he died.
Really?
Wow.
And apparently Prince was like hella good at ping pong.
Really?
I heard there's some celebrity that has a Prince story about
It's
how
Jimmy
he,
Fallon.
Yes, Jimmy Fallon. Yes,
But I guess like
he
and-
played him for like 10 grand or something
But
like
there's
that.
some other celebrity opened it. One of the
Hmm.
some actress opened this place called Spin, and it's like a bar and private tennis table or
That's
table
cool.
tennis club. And I don't know if it survived the lockdown thing, but it was fucking
Yeah.
wild.
I don't know. Never heard of it, but now I'm intrigued.
Speaking of wild fucking sports, so I found out so several of my friends are big disc golf players. And I like disc golf, but that's just I'm going for a walk with some beer. Like
Right.
it's not I don't know if I would say I play that game. I hit a lot of trees.
I feel like your version of playing disc golf is like my version of playing actual golf.
100%. No, it's exactly that. Same
Yes.
outfit and everything. Like,
Yes.
it's identical.
I've seen John play golf.
Yeah.
I drink.
I've played golf with John.
Yeah.
He's wearing this. It's those shoes and everything. This is,
It is.
That's
And,
the outfit.
Yep.
but we were hanging out yesterday and he was like, "Did you hear about this pro disc golf player?" And I'm like, "Well, they've been around for a while." And he's like, "No, this one's making legitimate money."
Really?
And I was like, "Well, I think some of them like make $100,000 a year, whatever." And he's like, No. This dude now has a contract playing disc golf, and his contract is $10 million
Jesus.
Wow.
as a disc golf player. And I was like, okay, there's only like 2 big disc golf companies. There's a bunch of little ones, but there's only 2 big ones.
Yeah.
So I was like, is it a Nova? And he was like, no, it's Discraft. And I was like, yeah, that's the only,
Yeah.
there's only 2 of
Yeah.
them. Like,
It's Pepsi or Coke, one of the two.
yeah. And so apparently Discraft thinks that they're going to get enough return on investment selling
Wow.
discs that they're paying this dude $10 million.
Wow.
Was it that Brody Smith guy?
No, it's not him. It's some
Really?
other fucking dude. And I guess he's won the worlds like a couple times or whatever. But
Interesting.
yeah, apparently follow your dreams, kids, because you
Yeah,
never know where
for
that
sure.
money's going to come from. Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
In the
Well-
age of social media, you can make money doing fucking anything nowadays.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, and that's that's the cool part I think about what we do is we're not cookie cutter, and if it's your jam and you like it and we can help support it, we try to, So I mean, whatever obscurity sport it is, or mainly a mainstream sport, I mean, we try to do that, and then obviously the outdoor stuff we do
yeah.
a lot. So I mean, but my buddy Corey Anderson is fighting for the Bellator title.
Yeah.
November the 18th in Chicago, and we're taking some veterans up to that. So I mean,
that's
just
awesome.
just support those who support you.
Oh,
Right.
you're taking them back to the combat zone. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. So and then the
To
weekend before
Chirac.
that, the weekend before that is Frankie Edgar's last fight in the UFC. So I was invited to go up to that. So I'm
Nice.
going to go up and watch his last fight in the UFC, which will be very, very cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna take him some cigars, you know.
Cigars.
Yeah.
Where was that? You just sent us a picture of some guy smoking the Hero Sports cigar.
Oh, the Randy Roger concert.
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah. Randy Rogers last night is doing a fundraiser golf tournament up in Spring Branch, and 2 of the guys that are huge songwriters in Nashville were there singing their songs that other people made really, really famous. And they both were like, we want to try one of those cigars. So they were up there smoking them on stage. So it was really awesome.
They do catch the nose quite well.
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
what
man.
that
They're
is.
phenomenal.
What does catch the nose?
Like it smells good.
Oh,
What events do you have coming up that people can be involved in? Do you have any banquets or fundraisers or anything like that happening?
So traditionally in the San Antonio area, we do our fundraisers in May and September. So
Yeah.
we do a sit down dinner, which you guys came to in May. And then we do a dove hunt fundraiser in September. In California, we do a sit down dinner as well out in Clovis, California. We're looking to expand one next year out in Salt Lake City.
Nice.
So me and Vince have been on the phone trying to get a date for that. So hopefully we'll be launching that soon.
Nice.
Our banquet dinner that we did in Clovis in September, Chuck Liddell came to,
Oh, cool.
and now he's agreed to do a golf tournament out there, the Chuck Liddell golf tournament benefiting Hero Sports.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's pretty cool. We also obviously have the Justin Gagey golf tournament that he does for us every year. So MMA fighters and veterans understand each other very well.
It's weird.
They, they understand the grind and starting
Something
at the
about
bottom and
something about getting punched in the face, I think is.
Yeah, it's just continually getting the shit kicked out of you and then having a smile every day.
You still have to get back up and
You're like, I fucking love my life.
Yeah.
Do you really though?
yeah.
Get up the
So-
next morning and be like, well, I'm
Yeah.
above dirt. Can't be that bad. Like,
Let's go do it
Yeah.
again.
But I mean, we have something going on every weekend now until December the 17th. And then December the 17th, we kind of shut it down for the holidays and New
Yep.
Year. And then we kick off the year every year with the Dog and Knife Hunt at the Carrabba Ranch.
God damn right.
And that's our first event of the year every year. So always look forward to that one because that one is, man, it's fun.
It's a hoot.
It is. Yeah. I mean, and the crazy part too is like, you know, we go there once a year and do a hunt, but I talk to those guys probably once a month.
I talk to Grant all the time.
Yeah. You know, Grant and Ronnie and, you know, the whole crew of Mason, you know, Mason wants me to come out and hunt with them over by Houston, you know, so it's not a one and done, you know, it's like you build these relationships and it's more than just the hunt, you know, and I think that's why, you know, what we do is so successful is because we're getting in front of veterans having problems because they're able to unite and connect with people. And now they have resources that help them get in front of some of the issues that they may be going through. So
Absolutely.
So you don't have problems if you're in front of the problem, right?
Yeah.
So so I think that's what kind of resonates with people with what we do. And you know, you can come to a hunt, but then you can go play slow pitch softball, and then you can go play table gaming, and then you can go to a concert or to a UFC fight, or you know.
Mike, I appreciate the effort on that one. You were right there, buddy. He looked at me with panic in his eyes too. He was just like, "It's some
table gaming.
whatever the fuck Jazz does."
That shit right there, whatever he does.
To be fair, as someone who's listening to a lot of conversations of you talking to your other gaming friends, it's so like my eyes
it's not just that, dude.
over.
So
like,
my buddy Swanee was there today. Really, really good dude. So we had to let an employee go, and so we didn't have daytime coverage.
I got that coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah, it's a sock shoe situation.
God damn.
And no, we had to let a guy go. So I don't have any daytime coverage on these days, but I'm in the middle of building this expansion. So now I have a available hours issue.
For sure.
And so my buddy is 100% remote. And he was like, why don't I just come and sit in the store? I'll work from the back of the store. And then if somebody comes in that needs you, I'll just come get you. So he sat in my store all day with one half of a walkie-talkie, and I was on the other side working. And when somebody walked in, he was like, "Hey, Jazz," and I just walked over there and handled the customer, and then went back to work.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
See, now you get your door buzzer.
But I bring him up because he's a gamer, but he doesn't play any of the wargaming stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of other guys that came to help today, and we were talking about it, and he was like, "The fuck are you guys saying? Like, you're saying words, and I recognize the words. I just, in that order, I have no idea what they mean." And so we were trying to explain it to him, and it's hard. We kept having to check ourselves and like dumb it down because it was like, nope. And you'd think I'd be better at it because like I sell it.
Yeah.
So, but I'm really bad at it. So
I mean, I'm sure there's just a lot of strategy to it, right? I mean,
yeah,
there's a lot of
ultimately what it
intellectual
is
thinking.
is, you ever played like Risk?
Yeah.
It's complicated Risk.
Yeah, that's why I don't play table gaming.
Yeah, but war gaming is a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and it's mostly hobbying. It's
Yeah.
about 80% of it is building and painting and managing your collection, and then about 20% of it's the actual gaming side, and that's where actually most of the people find the therapy in it is because you're focused on something constructive, and that's where it gets to move forward. So
Well, and that's, same thing with like veterans who have struggle, whether it's depression or anxiety or, just life, right? And you go out on a field and start playing the game.
Yep.
All those things that you're thinking about outside are no longer factors because you're so focused on doing your job with the team during the game.
100%. It gets rid of that intrusion that happens
For sure.
because those thoughts will come out of nowhere. Like it's not
100%.
like and I think that's what a lot of people don't understand if they haven't dealt with it or been close to somebody that is dealing with it, or it's not that they're sitting around all the time and it's an all the time. That's all their brain's doing. It's that out of nowhere, that thought will creep in, and then it's all consuming.
No.
Yeah. And it's hard.
It's really difficult to wrap your head around that it's like, look, them dealing with depression or PTSD or insert any number of other things that we've dealt with.
For sure.
It's not that is my only existence. These are the guys that, yeah, they're having a great time with you when you're out just hanging out and having a good time and whatever. But you don't know what could trigger that thought, and it just comes out of nowhere. But team sports or hobbying or any of that kind of stuff where you get to do something constructive and focused and all that kind of stuff, it keeps those intrusive thoughts at bay. And then it understands if it's there, you know, you have people around you that you're like, hey, buddy, you got a minute? I need somebody that I can say this to that's going to go, I hear you and it's real and I get it. And that's why we're all here together.
For sure.
Is you're not alone. And that's what team is about. That's what this community is about. So,
yeah. Well, I tell people too, like a lot of times, like my biggest struggle for my own stuff that I deal with comes after like big events, you know, because everyone needs something from you. Your time and your energy is so consumed in putting on this big event. But as soon as the event is over,
Everyone goes away.
yeah, it's like dead, like space, you know? And it's just like, well, now what do I do?
Right.
Like I've got all this time on my hands because we just had this big, great event. It's like, fuck, man. Like, am I fucked up or like, am I struggling now? You know, just because like time, right? Like the idle hands and time when you're just kind of sitting around, like,
yeah, I mean, it essentially goes back to like the hardest part about any of it is quiet.
Yeah, for sure.
The quiet is the hardest thing to deal with. And so when it's not quiet, like everybody that wore the uniform that's dealing with it or whatever, we understand what it is to operate at full capacity with a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and whatever kind of noise you want to do, either stress or actual combat noise, or there's just somebody barking at you, or there's something to do. There's just noise. There's something going on. And then when the quiet happens, that's when all of a sudden it's, oh, fuck. Like, I don't like the quiet. The quiet's bad. So,
yeah. Well, and I think, you know, even, you know, John had kind of alluded to it a little bit too, is like, sometimes you don't know that you really need it till you get there, you know? And it's just like, man, you get there and you're like, man, I really needed this, you know? And even from the organization side of us providing it for veterans who need it as well, we get there and we're like, man, we needed this break of taking veterans on this outdoor adventure, or, you know, being in Florida at the military softball tournament. You know, it's like, we're still working, but like being there and seeing other people struggle and seeing what that provides, the help that it does, you know, it's like seeing the impact, man. It's just like, man, we really needed to be here, you know? So I think that's kind of the cool part about it is you can see it, you know, you see the lasting impact, I guess. So,
which is also, you know, it's important, like, trust your friends. Like if your friends are kind of giving you that soft, like, hey, we should go do this.
Yeah,
we should go do that
for
together.
sure.
Like they may see something that you need that you're sitting around going like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm all set. And your buddies are sitting around going like,
bro.
Hey man, we should go hang out. Like we should go do this.
We did that.
I had a buddy that just did it to me. Literally just did it to me. I got essentially a text message that informed me I was going to hang out with him. Not a, hey, we're going to be over here if you want to join us. It was a, hey, we're going to see you at 6. And I was like, okay. And I went, and literally by the end of the night, I looked at my buddy and I was like, man, I can't thank you enough. This was, I needed,
for sure.
I needed the decompression. I needed to be around where there was nothing to do but sit here and just enjoy the company of my friend. And there wasn't all this other going on. And so listen to your buddies. Like,
well, and that's why
check
how this
on
whole
them, but listen to
podcast
them.
started, right? You know, like, you know, the whole podcast theme was behind isolation and getting people together during COVID, you know, and it's just, you know, you just don't know that you need it till you're there.
One of the, what Jazz was saying about sometimes like, you know, your friends can see it and you don't even see it. I know we did that master debate about emotions.
Yeah.
And that was, well, that's pretty much what the debate was about. It was like, which ones can you get rid of? You know?
Yeah. If there was 2 emotions, what could you ditch?
Yeah. And we had fun with it. But it's serious. And like to touch on what Jazz was saying, like the emotion of sadness isn't for you per se. It is almost like a warning sign for everybody around you, being like, hey, like, anybody want to give me a hand? You know?
Yeah.
And so like, and there's so many people that try to hide it and bury it. And then they show other emotions instead. But it's just like, it's nature set you up like that. So that way you could get help, even though you don't know you need it.
Right.
So like,
Well, I think that's one of the hardest parts too about our community is we don't ask for it.
Yeah.
Like we try to deal with it on our own. And when we don't ask for the help and we try to deal with it on our own, that's when bad shit happens. Right. And then for me, by the time a veteran or service member actually comes to us and asks us for the help, that's to me the pivot point of you need to get involved now.
Yeah.
Because if you turn your back on somebody that's asking for help, by the time they've gotten to that point of asking,
They're in a bad way.
They're in a bad place.
Yep.
So by the time they've come and said, hey man, I'm struggling, I need this, or I need to talk to somebody, or I need a hunt, or I need just to come to the office and talk, come now.
Yeah.
Like don't wait, and I think I use the organization similar to like a medic, right? It's like when the shit hits the fan, that's the time to get there. It's like, being a medic's a cool job until the shit hits the fan, right? Well, running a nonprofit organization is a pretty cool job until the shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
And then now it's time to really do what the organization is designed to do and help veterans beyond just the sports and the outdoors and the recreation. That's how we meet our community by providing the stuff. But, getting involved beyond that, is really where I feel like I have the most impact on our community.
And I think it's important that you're saying too, that like when they say, hey, I just need a chat session. It's like, come now. I got nothing else. I got you. But I think that also reinforces, and we've said it a lot on this show, that the willingness to ask for help is beyond strength. That is not especially in our community.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Because, our community exists on the whole, like, you're fine, take a knee, drink water, drive the fuck on.
sure.
Like, you'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not. It's okay to say, I'm not okay right now.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
I need somebody. And it takes a lot of strength in a community where all of us are, you drive forward, we've got to be the strength, it's tip of the spear, it's blah, 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 blah. But that dude that's willing to go like, I can get back there, but right now I need somebody that can just grab me by the wrist real quick and just be like, yeah, come on. Like, we'll get over this too. Like,
For sure.
let's go.
And I tell people all the time too, like if you're okay and you're good, just be okay and be good. Let us go help other people.
Yeah.
And if you need to come back and get good again, we're here. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like if you're good and you're living life and things are good and you're not struggling, let us go be that beacon of light for somebody else,
Or better yet, fucking
get involved.
get involved. Yeah, no,
for
exactly.
sure. Yeah.
Like, that's exactly
Help
what I
the
was going to
next
say.
guy,
Is,
right? Yeah.
they always say that like the best way to get better at a skill is to go teach it.
Mhm.
And it's the same thing, right? Like if the organization helped you and you've seen that impact, now ask, cool, you grabbed my hand when I needed it.
For sure.
How do I grab the next person's hand and get involved and be part of that?
Yeah.
I think getting involved too just helps you stay in that better mindset
100%.
too. Like
And
you always like, it's like the whole like giving is better than getting.
Right.
Like I think that carries over on that aspect too of like if I can help someone get
Except
out of
for
that
head.
dark place.
What?
Well played. Yeah, like if I've been in that dark space and I can help someone get out of that, like I feel accomplished and like I contributed and helped someone.
It also helps you recognize stuff. Like it, when you're involved and you can see those warning signs and stuff going on,
For sure.
you can get better self-awareness of going like, oh, I might be sliding a little here. Like,
Right.
So, so get involved. If it's with Hero Sports, fucking do it. And I'm telling you right now, I've seen it happen. There are guys that are like, I'm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Can I start a little tiny chapter up here and do shit? Mike's going to tell you yes.
Yeah.
And, like, he's gonna-
Yeah.
so if
Well,
you like their mission, you got to bug him for the logo, but he'll get you one. And then you can get shirts made and you can go fucking do cool shit. Like,
yeah.
but,
I got a guy for that now.
no, I got a guy. But if you're somewhere where you feel like, well, Hero Sports is too far away, or like me, I watch a lot of sports. I don't really participate in a lot of them, but
Yeah.
I went to him and was like, hey, I'm super passionate about this thing. I've got a lot of the community. Can we try it out? See if we can do something. And Mike was like, yeah, fuck.
Hell yeah.
You got the logo. Go
Hell
get a
yeah.
shirt made. You're
Fuck.
good to
Hell
go.
yeah. Shit. I
But,
mean, and that's how, like, I never thought
Well,
we
that's
would
how
be,
outdoors started.
for sure. And I never thought we would be in Clovis, California or Southern California or, Utah or anywhere, it's just people have reached out and said, "Hey, I want to get involved, and do something. Let's figure it out."
Right.
So
We're gonna get a variation made that just says Hero Sports table games or some shit.
there you go.
On the fucking bottom of it.
There you go.
As
Tell
we
me
all
again.
know, Mike's a fan of merch.
Yeah, but it moves. Like
It does.
I'd dog on him about it if he didn't fucking
Yeah.
sell the holy hell
He
out of it.
fucking
So,
does.
by the way, we'd love to have, and we can put it in my register and just give you the money back or whatever. But we'd love to have merch for people able to get during the event and open up another channel to do even more. So
Yeah. There's probably a shit ton of it here somewhere.
there's a,
Probably fucking trailer for it.
Yeah.
But,
No, man, and those are things that we're looking to try to expand into next year, So, yeah, I mean, I think that's, something that, that we would love to do. And
But there's been some dope stuff over the years. Like I remember the bats; those
Oh.
were super dope. Like
Yeah.
there's been some really cool stuff over the years.
yeah, and we're discussing doing some other bats next year with some other companies, and but yeah, we're gonna be launching the Shopify hopefully soon that people could buy merch online just because it does so well in person. But I'm not smart enough to run Shopify, so I have to have people come train with John to learn how to do it. Because
Yeah,
You
it's
get-
not
all
my
you
job,
do is
bro.
turn
I'm
it
with you.
on.
I hired a person.
Yeah.
It's just
all,
like,
all they have to do is turn it on.
yeah, well, I'm just saying, but
if it's just straight merch, honestly, he's not far off. If it's just straight
No,
merch,
With
He's
everything
not
that
far
I've already
off.
sat down and talked to him and set up on their Shopify
it is kind of
for
just
them,
to turn it
just
on.
flip the switch.
Yeah. Now, like some of our situations, like me launching my site, there was so many SKUs going in, and it needed to do so much between like event regulation and
Yeah.
all this stuff. It was so many parts
Yeah.
that I hired a firm. Because I even
Yeah.
I was talking to him about it, and he was like, "We could probably figure it out." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, no, I'm making a call.
It's like-
Like, we're good.
Yeah,
Like we're just
for
gonna."
sure.
And it works now though. It's
Yeah.
clean. So
But yeah, no, here soon we should be flipping the switch and allowing people to buy stuff online because John has helped us tremendously.
I don't want to take. I don't care about the credit. I just want
Yeah.
it up and running.
Yeah,
he's like,
But
now that I
without-
put the time into it, turn it on.
That's it.
but without a John, we don't even get to the point where we're flipping a switch. So, it just goes to show you, like, you only know what you know, and what you don't know, you got to find that person, right? So, I had no clue how to run one or set it up or anything.
Yeah.
But
I think that's one of the beautiful things about our community too, is like it especially everybody that got out. It's not like everybody got out and then went and did the same thing.
Right.
It was like all of a sudden, like you kind of just cast that net, and it's like, I do that, and it's like, well, okay, fucking
Yeah.
dope.
I
And,
think,
like,
for
it's-
sure. And I think the coolest thing about the industry, the community, is if you have a problem and you know somebody that knows about that problem, they will help you.
yeah,
You just have to
for sure.
ask.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the business side of things, all the different companies from brand new startups to multi-million-dollar veteran-owned companies, I've sat down with the owners or C-level people with them and I've been like, hey, I have these questions and I'm pretty sure you guys have probably ran into these issues or whatever. Can I get your opinion on them or maybe some info? And they're like, absolutely, what you got?
Yeah.
Every single time.
those
Not
guys are
for sure.
great.
Not
The
one
ones that-
time where somebody's been like, no, fuck off.
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
great. And almost every time it's like, yeah, let's figure it out because we already fucked it up, so we'll tell you what to avoid. And it's
Exactly.
like,
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's what John did for us. He's
Yeah.
like, I can set up Shopify and have you guys be able to sell merch online. Because the number one question we get asked all the time is like, where do I get that hat? Where do I get that shirt? Where do I, get this or that? And it's like, at our next event.
I'll
So-
I've got
you.
I've got a dope ass jersey that looks like Miami Vice threw up all over it.
yeah,
It's amazing.
It's really dope.
How'd you win that?
I made Mike Barker look like he was sucking a huge black dick. I wish I was making that up, but I'm not. Like, that's it, dude.
That's pretty much it. Don't find that picture.
I think there was no, it was like a meme competition where he
Yeah.
was coming around the corner with this like weird like gangster lean, and it was like best meme wins a jersey, and it was like
Yeah.
yoink, and it was.
Yeah, I probably need to do those more often because I get a lot of funny pictures.
But I
that-
think I was like the third or fourth post, and then every comment after it was like that wins. Like we got nothing.
Winner.
And then Mike texted me. He was like, "What size jersey on you? What number do you want?" So I wear it in the store every once in a while, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, the fuck is that from? And I was
That
like,
one
do you want
on
to?
top.
There it is. There it is.
I don't know why you just found that so fast.
Because I took a screenshot of you doing it, and I also took a scrotch of when they had Sam,
Oh yeah, we can show that Sam one.
quote unquote, eating
Yeah.
a sandwich.
Beat a sandwich.
But yeah, I wear it in the store every once in a while. A bunch
Nice.
of people ask me where the fuck I got it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think there's like 4, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's
I
a
wouldn't
very-
go searching for it.
Well,
It was the flying chanclas color one.
well, that one is that
No,
was
it wasn't. Mine's not the chancla one.
no,
It's
yours is the
um,
Miami colored one. That was when we wore the for the celebrity flag football game
That's
in
right.
Miami for the Super Bowl. So
Yeah, it is vibrant. And I even have sneakers to match.
Fuck yeah.
yeah, we do.
I
Yeah,
have sneakers to match. So.
me too.
Got the
'Cause,
two sneaker heads on the show.
Mike's a
Man,
sneaker guy.
yeah,
He's
man.
a little bit more selective than I am.
You know,
He keeps his collection tight. He's got some heat in his collection, though. He sent me some pictures and stuff in his closet.
nah,
He's
there's
got some
nothing in
heat.
there. There's nothing in there. No,
Just, at least just don't tell
I,
the,
I
don't tell
lost,
the wife
I
there's
lost him in a
anything
boating
there.
accident.
I was gonna say Mike's shoe collection is like John's like firearms collection. Like it's just
No,
a different.
legit. Mike's
a different
sneaker collection
type.
is very tight. Like it's very. It's not. It's not that he's got a bajillion pairs, but what he has is all very high quality. Like it's all. He's very selective, and he's
I
got
respect it.
he's got good taste.
I have some cool shoes,
I can claim I hooked him up with one
and
pair.
I
though,
put my
that he
socks
couldn't-
on.
Before you put
sock,
your shoes on.
sock shoe.
Yes, never sock shoe.
But my only claim to fame with his collection is that I was able to get him
Yeah,
plug access on a pair
Yeah.
of sneakers that he
those were,
couldn't find. so.
those are nice. And it's about that time to wear them.
Yes, it is.
Halloween.
Fucking A.
I didn't know there's. Never mind. Not even going to open that can of worms.
No, they're a limited run sneaker that they release like every other year called the
Yep.
Shattered Backboards,
Shattered
and they
Backboard.
vary them a little bit from year to year.
Yeah.
And they disappear. I mean, like within minutes
Yeah.
of them going live, they disappear. And at the time, I had a sneaker guy, and they were coming out, and I called Barker and was like, "Yo, I've got a plug. If you want them, I'll pick them up. Like, just give me your size." And he was like, "They're not gonna have it, but I wear this." And I called him like half an hour later, and I was like, "I've got your shoes." And he was like,
Yeah.
"All right, fuck." Like, I guess.
Well, that's
So-
the hard part. Is I wear a size 13.
Yeah.
You know, and in a size run, there's only one. You know, so size 13s are very hard to come by.
9.5 and 13 are the hardest size
Yeah.
to get. 9.5 because it is the most common size, and 13 because they make like none.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah. I have 13. It sucks.
Yeah.
it's actually easier to get like the 14s and 15s
For sure.
than it is to get
Yeah.
the 13s. So,
Yeah, because they make them, but not many people wear them. But 13 is just it's a popular size, and they make very few of them. So that's why I have the ones that I do have. I've held on to because they're fairly expensive.
yeah, they're good looking. You have good taste in shoes, sir.
Well, thank you. You do too.
So
Sneakerhead compliments.
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you go to SneakerCon when it was here?
No, I was working.
Sneaker con.
I was there.
No, we had a big tournament that weekend, so I
Yeah.
couldn't make it.
My oldest son was very happy because he got the
God, I heard about what they were charging though for some of those pairs down there, and it was
some of the
Yeah,
vendors
a
were
little
very
crazy.
very high. Yeah, but I mean, at a sneaker show, it's like going to any
Yeah.
kind of show, right? They're gonna
I wanted to take a couple pairs down there because I know eBay was there doing verification.
Yeah.
and they were tagging shoes
For sure.
so that it was certifying that they were real.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there was I wanted to take my Shattereds down there and get them verified.
That's
but
that line was very long.
yeah,
That was was going to be my next question was how do you know you're buying real shoes?
there's a couple things to look for if you're around them enough.
Yeah.
You can pretty much spot them. One really weird thing is if they're fresh, like if they're fresh pack, literally the way they smell, they'll smell off if they're
Yeah.
fake. There's like a specific smell, especially with Nikes. It has to do with the glue they use.
Okay.
There's a very specific smell to fresh Nikes. Obviously, it doesn't work if you're buying like a secondhand pair or whatever. But the smell will give it away. The toe box leather,
Yeah.
so the little panel on top of the toe box, it needs a certain texture or it's wrong. And then there's
Yeah.
other little it's little tiny stuff like where there should be double stitching. There'll only be like
Yeah,
one line of
So-
stitch.
yeah.
If it doesn't have the extra laces, because a lot of the collector sneakers will come with 2 pairs of laces in different colors, and like that second pair won't be there, or the wrapper on the inside of the box is wrong. It's like
Yeah.
it's these little itty bitty things that are
Yeah.
that'll throw it off.
Not only that, but the sneaker community is also a tight knit community. So like once you have other friends in your size that are reputable people. You know, they all try to like help out.
Right.
Like, oh, well, I've got that shoe here in that size. I can buy it for you and ship it to you. So it's a
And
whole
if you-
weird
yeah.
subculture.
And if you go to a
thing.
con with somebody else that maybe like knows this brand better than that brand or whatever, and maybe you're like looking to pick him up and you don't know him and that guy's with you, he'll do it and be like, it's overpriced or those are fake or
Yeah.
whatever. They'll call you out. So
And I legitimately at SneakerCon had someone try to buy my shoes off my feet.
happens all the time.
That's funny.
He's like, I'll buy your shoes right now. Like, no.
A guy in the mall where my store's at, I was walking wearing a pair of Jordans that I had on and a guy tried to buy them off my feet. He offered me $800 for the sneakers I had on. And I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
He's like, $900. And I was like,
No.
they're not for sale,
Yeah,
dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
He's like, why don't you sell them? And I was like, for the exact reason you want to buy them.
Exactly.
Nobody has them.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the money.
Yeah.
It's the status.
Yeah.
Like, but they were gifted to me. I didn't even buy them.
Oh, wow.
But they're the chocolate Cactus Jacks.
Oh yeah.
The guy gave them to me. They're going for
Wow.
like $1,300 on the secondary market. And he
Dang.
gave them to me for free.
Yeah. Us nerdy sneaker people.
Everybody's a nerd about something.
Something.
You know,
Fucking A.
it's as long as every man should have 3 hobbies.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are your
Smoked
3
meat,
hobbies,
World
John?
War II and sneakers. No, I'm just kidding.
Speaking of, what are your 3 hobbies, John?
Hunting, shooting, firearms ish.
Yeah. That's
What
one.
else I got? A motorcycle.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what hobby I'm active in. 'Cause I have a lot of hobbies, but there's a lot of shit that like
Yeah, you've dabbled, but
I
what's
wrench
stuck?
on bikes. I haven't done that in fucking years.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not because I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't have time.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah. What about you, Justin? You got any hobbies?
I try to make sure that I still, while I do like photo and video stuff
I was
for
about to
a
say,
living,
no,
I
photography is still a hobby. Of
Yeah, I
yours.
still make sure that I keep it as a hobby
Yeah.
because for a little while there, I only did it for like work, not working here at my last job. I only did it for work, and it fucking like I hated it
Yeah.
because it was like I only do this because that's like my job.
Well, it
and so
doesn't
I
help
try
that
to-
what you were your photography for a job
And you weren't.
sucked all the joy out of it.
100%.
You
And
weren't shooting
yeah.
what you wanted to shoot.
Exactly. And I think it's like I love like getting to get creative and stuff with what I do here at Warfighter and stuff. But I also like just like I take my camera on like date nights and family trips, and it's just like if I shoot a picture, cool. If I don't, cool. Like I still make sure I keep it as a hobby side. Other than that, I used to play video games a lot more. Now I've fucking
Welcome
I've
to
always got-
adulthood.
I've always got something else I can be
It turns
doing,
into quality
so-
of life stuff, man. Like
Yeah,
it's just
sure.
like, yeah, I
Like-
liked it, but you know, I also like going out with my friends, or I like spending time with my wife, or I like spending time with like there's
This
Time's gotta go somewhere.
podcast definitely a hobby.
Yeah.
But
It's a mutual
No.
hobby.
Yeah.
so it's a group hobby.
it's a group hobby.
Yeah.
No, I think we've been doing more stuff with like friends. There for a while, it was just fucking like I'd go to work and I'd go home, and like a bunch of my friends that like went away for college and stuff recently moved back, and it's all the people I hung out with like every day during high school and stuff. And so a lot of them are back in town now. So
Oh, that's cool.
we're like going out and having a good time.
How many of them do you still click with? Just curious.
Honestly, like 3.
It's weird, right? Like it's like, man, we were
And
really
it's
close.
The
and
OG
now
3. Like it is one of my best friends, Drew, and Josh, who we all met in like
yeah, but in all
6th grade
fairness,
or something.
there was like a little lull with Drew, but Drew's never really gone anywhere.
No,
like
I
it's-
lived with my best friend, which was a fucking gamble. But luckily, turned
It
out
worked
great.
out, yeah.
Like it worked out great. But like he started, he got like a big boy job around the same time that I got a big
he's
boy
doing
job.
so fucking well.
He is.
I'm so proud of him.
He works with like $1 million cars now. Like
and that's
Wow.
not an
No,
exaggeration.
yeah.
Like
and
it
so
is-
like he does that, but it's one of those where it's not a 9 to 5. It is a get your work done.
Right.
Like that's his job. And so like he was busy around the same time I got my first big boy job and was working all the time. And it was one of those like we may see each other every 2-3 months maybe, but it's one thing that I do love about my friends. If I don't see you for 3 months and we link up, it's just right back to how it was.
Right.
Like I don't understand people that do the whole like, oh well, you haven't you haven't called me or something in a week. Like, what, are we not friends anymore? It's like, what? Like, I
but
thought we were. Like,
Honestly, the older you get, the more and more that dies
Yeah.
off. People just understand that life's a fucking thing,
exactly.
right?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those kind of people fucking piss me off. And then other than that, fucking, I don't think I really have.
Cigars are definitely a hobby of mine.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, beyond just like the fact that two of my best friends own a company, like it's the other stuff I smoke and my collection and all that kind of stuff, and going through that journey. And I love introducing new people to it too, like the whole, hey, let me show you why I care about this.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
So that's nice, but yeah, it's hard for you to still say that cigars are still a hobby. It's hard when it becomes your living.
Yeah,
Because
but,
I've seen your personal collection, and it's not like it's all just Warfighter.
No,
Like it's
one side of my humidor is all Warfighter, and that's just for if or when people come over or whatever. And then the other side is the most random fucking shit in the world. All kinds of shit. So I mean, I would still classify it as that's like a part-time hobby. Like
diving.
Yeah, scuba diving.
No,
It's been an on and off hobby for you, but it's back on now.
The only people that can have diving as a full-time hobby are
live on the coast.
People that are ungodly rich,
Yeah.
or you're unbelievably broke.
Yeah, but you had a window of time for a while where it was like, yes, I can scuba. I just can't scuba right now.
Now, like
you
now
lived
I
in
have
the
all my own
desert for
equipment.
a while.
Yeah.
Like that makes it a little
Yeah.
difficult.
Like now I have all my own equipment, so I can go dive whenever I want. I just got to go rent a tank, and they're fucking $15.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. Just the diving in Texas in the summer sucks because the water's so warm, all the algae blooms, and you have zero visibility.
Yeah.
So your best bet is to go diving in the winter in Texas, where the water temps about fucking 70, 75 degrees. It's a little chillier.
That's a bucket list item.
I
I don't know if I'll ever maintain the hobby, but at some point I
Look-
want to be scuba certified just to say
but it lasts a lifetime.
I did it. Right. But I don't know if I'd ever maintain it. I
You
could
don't
be
have
wrong.
to.
I could go, I mean, like
Stay
actively
active.
dive
Yeah.
and stuff. But it is a bucket list of like getting
Yep.
scuba certified.
No.
I could be totally wrong, and it could be like I could go through my certification and do it and be like, this is all I ever want to do ever. But it is like it's a bucket list thing of like, yeah, I want to be scuba certified.
No, it's one of my favorites. It's just it's difficult to do as often as I want to do it, and
Well,
the places that I want to do it.
That's
in.
not like
the
you
hard
can.
part.
That's not like you can get off work and be like, I think I'm going to go participate in my hobby today. And it's like,
Well, so like around here, like I mean, you can dive Canyon Lake. You can dive some of the rivers in here in New Braunfels and San Marcos and Austin, and then there's a couple lakes that are like built to dive in Texas. Like there's one lake. Fuck, I can't remember the name of it. I'll try to think of it. But they have 2 aircraft, a bunch of vehicles, a boat, a statue, all the shit they sunk on purpose so people can go dive in them.
that's cool.
But the downfall is the visibility because it's a lake. in
Would you ever
Texas.
do that pool in
Yes.
Dubai?
Uh-huh. There's 3 that I know of that are in Europe. One's in Belgium, actually. And it's called Nemo 33. It's a 33 meter deep indoor pool.
But the one in Dubai
The one
is
in
like,
Dubai is fucking insane.
it's the deepest pool because it's technically a pool in the world.
Oh, wow.
And it's Dubai, so shocker, because everything there
Isn't
they're
it
just
like the rooms and stuff?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
floors?
but it's like different, like you like
Yeah.
literally like it's
Yeah.
different
I've
like
seen it, yeah.
environments from thing to thing.
Yeah.
But the depth on it is nuts.
Yeah, it is. I can't remember
And
how deep it is, but that one's pretty deep.
It's-
Actually, in North Texas, there's an old fucking missile silo that they flooded.
Oh, that's dope.
And
That's cool.
so it actually counts.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a horror movie, but I mean
it counts as a night dive, an overhead dive, and a deep dive.
all in one.
All in one because there's no natural light that comes in, so you have to run lights the whole time you're diving. There's overhead structures in it. You know, you have a roof.
Yeah.
So it's an overhead,
Yeah.
and then it's a deep dive because I think that fucker goes down to 100 something feet.
Wow.
Yeah, but the one in Dubai is one of those ones where you have to come up in stages. And
Yeah,
like,
you have to
because it's
deco
so
stops.
deep
Yeah.
that you have
Wow.
to.
So the one in Dubai is 60 meters deep.
Mhm.
That is deep. That
So
is down there.
I think the free dive record just got set at like 99 or 100 meters or somewhere right around there, which comes out to just shy like 400 feet. So this dude took one breath above the wall, a breathing technique. But in theory, he took one breath above the water, held his breath, dove down almost 400 feet under the water, and turned around and swam back to the surface.
That
I
sounds
watched-
terrible.
It took him like 3.5 minutes.
So there's a documentary about like extreme sports or whatever. There's like that weird hybrid soccer fight thing in Spain or whatever.
Yep.
And but one of them was about free diving, and there was a chick that was attempting to set the female record at like 80 something meters or something, and she hit depth and passed out.
Oh yeah.
And so they had to like.
It happens all the time.
But the thing is they were like, well, she's passed out, so now we have to to get her up. But then it's like they had to get her up, and there was like a whole thing about like you immediately have to get her on her back. And like there's like all this strategy oxygen, stuff, and like
so they have safety divers throughout. And there's some stories that are out there of people that like people have died doing it, and it's because of like gross negligence on the dive crew and the safety crew. One of them in particular was a female that was diving, and she went down. I can't remember how deep it was. I don't know. It's probably similar to the depth you were talking about, somewhere at 80 plus meters. But they'll have safety divers. But those divers only can go in a certain window before they have to do decompression stops. So essentially they can only go they go down to a certain depth, and they can only come up, say that just making numbers up here, but say the dude goes down to 70 meters, he can only come back up to 50 meters before he has to literally stop and do a decompression stop and let the nitrogen off gas out of his body before he can safely continue going back up. So he's strapped with a bunch of tanks, or they have tanks staged, or depending on how they have it all set up. So they have multiple stages of these divers, and essentially the next one can go down to his max depth, and they hand off the diver, and then the diver goes to the next safety, and they hand it off all the way up.
So like on an 80-meter dive, they'll have like 4 or 5 dudes that are stationed along, and they dive with a line. They're not hooked to it. It's not like it's pulling them down, but when you see them,
So they usually have like a belt or something hooked to their chest.
But there's no tank.
And a cable and like a D-ring around it.
No tank. They wear a mask.
That's the free diving part.
They wear a
mask and fins.
Like what's the time from like top
3-4 minutes?
3-4 minutes.
So I've got
deep ones.
I've got French freediver Ahmad Gerald has broken the deepest dive world record with bifins, descending to a depth of 120 meters.
Yeah, so that dude was in the documentary, and they were showing him training for it in his pool. And he was doing all this crazy shit with his gut to like bring all this extra air in and da-da-da-da-da. And he sat on the bottom of his pool for like 4 minutes. It just sat there without oxygen.
Wow.
And
he did the dive in 3 minutes and 34 seconds.
But and then they wear this like mermaid fin thing. So like both your feet go into this one big paddle.
Huh.
And there's a line, and they literally just have their hand on the line, or there'll be like a little belt and they're ringed to the line, and they dive straight down. And you can see on the line where they have like extra carabiners, because if like you pass out, they just hook you and start just fucking yanking this thing to the surface. But yeah, it was just watching it was terrifying.
I don't even like riding on a boat.
Well, it's one of those shows like you're watching it and you're like unknowingly like holding your breath.
Yeah.
And then you breathe and you're like, fuck, there's no way I could do that.
Shit.
What they never talk about though is that like I watched that thing, and Justin and I obviously have an affinity for cameras, and I'm watching it, and they're filming the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And no, the one I watched, it was moving too much for the drone, and I was like, that's a dude. That is a dude that is down there at that depth with all these other scuba divers filming this whole fucking thing. And it was like, nobody talks about those guys. That's
the unsung
the divers
heroes
that are keeping safety have this much experience or whatever. I'm like, so does the dude that's literally doing everything they're doing, carrying a whole cinema rig while he's at it.
Sure.
Or the people that like you'll see on the sidelines at like football games, and they're like, look at his 40 time. And it's like, yeah.
The dude with the camera just did it with 50 pounds.
The dude that's doing it with that shoulder-mounted camera the whole time, too. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you right now, if I was a coach, I'd be like, who the fuck is that guy?
Hey, hand your camera off. Go throw the pads on, bro.
Exactly.
We're low on players.
I love that video from the Olympics when that dude was like setting the world record for the 400 meter. And that dude caught him at the turn and was like on pace with him with the camera, running sideways, filming the dude. And I was like, motherfucker. But yeah, that's wild. I've got a friend of mine that I went to film school with that is now she's the in-stadium content manager for the Steelers.
Oh, wow.
And so all of her social media is flooded with this stuff, but she's one of those ones that has like the full shoulder mount rig, and because she's supposed to be doing all the like instantaneous highlight stuff at the games that fly the graphics and all that stuff. So like she'll go shoot it and it dumps into her template and she does it. And so we're talking like she shot it, dumped it, and it's hitting the highlight within like the 60 seconds after the play happened.
Oh,
like
wow.
she does that shit, and then all the stuff that flies on the graphics and everything. And that was her whole goal. Even at film school, she was like, I want to shoot for the NFL.
Wow.
It's all I want to do. And
That's
she hit
fucking
it
dope.
3 years after film school. Now
Wow.
she's
The-
working for the Steelers.
The one thing that bugs me with sports right now is they just
No juice.
we've covered that, and I totally agree. But it's the fact that in so many sports right now, they're trying to do that that shallow depth of field, which is where the person's in focus and everything's behind them is all blurry. But like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, whether they have a wireless focus pull or if it's
No, it's
autofocus.
synthetic.
But is it synthetic?
It's synthetic. It's
they're
the same
still
shit.
fucking it up.
Yeah, but it's
Which
synthetic.
is so
They're-
annoying.
They're trying to use an AI to make it look some more cinematic.
Yeah.
And it's the same shit that like your iPhone does, where you can
Yeah.
put it in like that portrait mode and
Yeah.
it blurs
Yeah.
the background.
Yeah.
It's synthetic. But the problem is it's catching moving objects
Yes.
because the AI is like, well, whatever's in motion is what I need to be seeing. So
For
like
sure.
they're trying to shoot like the shortstop and have this shallow depth of field. And then the left field guy moves
Yeah.
and the camera's like, oh shit. And then it's like, and so everything just starts bouncing around
Yeah.
and it's like,
What's funny is, so where it really pisses me off is in football. When a guy scores a touchdown, they have the guy that runs out with the camera and everything, and he's shooting them. But it's like he'll be in focus for like half a second, and then it's instantly blurry, and you're like, I can't even fucking see the guy.
I'm sorry, but sports, just shoot the whole thing. Just
Yeah,
everything's in focus. Like
Well,
it's a sport.
that's
Like,
how it's
I
been
want to see the
forever.
whole thing.
All sports need to they need to shoot it like they shoot a hockey game.
I don't watch hockey.
No,
We're talking
I'm
about
tracking
sports.
with you. No,
You're talking
100%.
about sports.
Yeah, for men.
Yeah, hockey's a fight where a game goes down the middle. Like, it's
Yeah.
like,
I
we're
fucking love
We're
hockey.
gonna get this
I
puck
love
around, but
hockey.
that's not really what it's about. It's
Yeah.
really about beating the shit out
But
of
no, I
each
agree.
other.
Like everything's just on the outside of the rink,
That's it.
and you can see the whole game all the time. Like
Yeah.
And you don't
essentially,
need
I
to-
want to. If I'm going to watch sports, I want a God view all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't need to see what fucking the dude, his pinky nail looks like. I
Yeah.
want to know what the fuck's going on in the game.
Yeah.
Hey, you might know. I have a question. So, I was watching the Stros Yankee game last night.
Fucking go Stros, baby, back to back
Yeah.
sweeps. Let's fucking go. Sorry, I had to get that out.
Wow.
Absolutely crushed.
I got yelled at last night because Abby fell asleep during the baseball game because it's baseball, and I understand that, but we fucking won, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And she woke up.
Dude,
she was not happy.
It was over. I knew it was over in the
I thought
third.
you had a black eye.
I knew it was over in the third with that 3-run homer, and I was like, "Yeah, that's it."
Yeah, but then
And,
they
like,
fucking came back and took the lead. That's when I was just
I
like,
wasn't worried about it.
"Mm."
The Yankees had a .168 batting average in the series.
Oh, don't get me
Like-
wrong. Like we fucking stomped them, but
They
when they
didn't-
came
they
back to
didn't
take the
stand a
lead,
chance.
I was like, "All right,
Didn't
boys,
stand a
let's
chance. They only
fucking
had-
pick it up."
They had 40 strikeouts over 3 games. Like
Yeah.
it was bad.
Oh, it was
Like, it
really
was
bad.
bad. They got brutaled.
Yeah.
But the center fielder for the Yankees was rocking like a bright green fucking glove. The fuck was that?
No idea.
Oh.
Clearly, you didn't watch the game.
No, I
And they didn't talk about it. They just kept like showing this dude with this bright green glove, and I was like, "What?
He's one of
Yeah.
their.
The
He's one of
fuck
their.
is this?
He's one of their bigger hitters. I can't remember his,
But what's
his
with the
last
green
name.
What's with the
They're-
green field glove?"
They're authorized to. Like they can.
I have no idea.
They can wear other than the soup. There's a company out there that does super custom ones where they make it look like ice cream and stuff like that, and they're popular with like high school teams and stuff like
no,
that.
I've seen
but,
all that.
Yeah.
It's just that this thing was like,
like, it was
you
like
ever bought
it was pretty
PTL
bright.
lumber? Like the pressure treated lumber?
Mhm.
That's like that funky green
yeah.
dye color from the chemical that they stick in it.
Yeah.
It was that color.
Hmm.
And I was like,
No idea.
the fuck is going on with that? Like,
Hmm.
I get it. Like in February
Harrison Bader. Yeah.
or whatever it is, titty cancer month.
October.
October. This month.
Breast cancer month.
But like a bunch of the NFL players will rock like
Yeah,
pink
pink
cleats
stuff.
and
Yes,
stuff
sure.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Like I don't even need you to explain that to me. I go like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But this dude just had this weird green glove on, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I swear to
Yeah.
God, the catcher had LEDs in his helmet.
Huh.
The Yankees catcher?
Yeah.
Really?
Like his shit was like glowing green around the edges. And I was like, what the?
Oh.
It was
I
either a
don't
really weird trick of the light or this dude had LEDs in his helmet.
It
Hmm.
it was probably just the paint job because in the last like 5 years, the MLB teams have stepped up the uniforms and catcher's gear. Like all of it looks
must be paying
so
attention to
much
hockey.
fucking better. Probably. Like, I mean,
Well, you ever
if
seen a
there's-
hockey goalie's mask?
Yeah, it's fucking
This shit's a
dope.
work of art.
Absolutely.
Well, I
Why
think
don't more catchers do that?
I think MLB just approved for the first time ever wearing company logos on the uniforms for next year. Like
No
and they can,
like NASCAR?
shit.
yeah, I think it's going to be like NBA, where they get
Yeah,
one,
that bugged me when they started doing that.
when
When,
they
there's
get-
the little
yeah, you get
like
one.
wish and all that shit on their
Yeah,
logos.
I think so. I think that's
And you
Really?
wouldn't think it would bug me because
Oh
so
shit! Yeah,
I grew up
MLB,
playing.
Yeah.
I grew up playing soccer,
yeah,
and so if you grew up playing and you want to watch it, you're watching it out of Europe. Like
for sure.
nobody watches the MLS.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
No.
They tried because they brought Beckham in to try and
Yeah,
boost the MLS, and even
Yeah.
then it was like nobody watched
Ryan Reynolds is trying to fix that though.
By buying a Euro team.
Yeah, but he's Ryan Reynolds.
But he bought a Euro team. Like you
Wasn't that
still
what you're
bought a
saying?
team in Europe.
No, it's what, but like more people may watch because Ryan Reynolds is involved.
Oh, trust me, there's a huge amount of people that watch. It's just
Yeah.
everybody watches it
more
in
from
Europe.
like the U.S. side.
So it's
Yeah.
funny. Eddie Hall, one of the world's strongest man guys,
Yeah,
like the world's strongest man dude,
The Beast?
the Beast. He filmed a little
the
NFL video.
one. Yeah.
saying like, when am I going to be called for tryouts? And it's
Oh.
funny because like he had a GoPro on his head and he like ran a little route and they threw the ball and fucking it almost hits him in the head. Doesn't
Oh,
catch
wow.
it.
You should play for the Eagles.
Right?
Man,
the Eagles are
good,
undefeated
man.
right now.
The Eagles are good.
And
This
that's
year.
what I'm saying is go play. But
Yeah.
it cracked me up. I
Oh.
was watching the game and they do all that whole like, I'm Bob Smith from Kansas State University or whatever. And they did the Eagles one and it was like North Central High School and this high school and that high school. And I was like, did you guys invincible this shit? You were just like open tryouts. Just get the fuck in here. Like we
Yeah.
need bodies.
fuck. The rest of the league should have done that because most
Now the
NFL
Eagles are playing
teams-
very, very well.
Most
Yeah.
NFL teams are fucking hot garbage right now, including my team.
But
Yeah,
I want to
mine.
know what the fuck's going on with this PTL green glove. Like it
Oh,
bugs
it's
me.
just-
I'll have to look into
everything
it.
that I've seen, all they're saying is Statue of Liberty glove.
Oh, it's supposed to look patinaed.
Maybe, but I can't find
Bad
like
call.
anything
Did not
else.
read like that.
No,
Yeah.
But the logo, the company thing, wouldn't think it would bother me as a soccer fan because
Yeah.
Euro jerseys they're just
Yeah.
billboards.
Yeah,
Like it's
for sure.
like you only recognize the jersey off the colors because the rest
Yeah.
of it is just splattered
Oh, yeah.
in logos and stuff. But
Yeah, but MLB for the first time, I think it's
that's going to be
next year.
interesting.
We'll,
That's-
we'll have one company logo per uniform.
Fucking it.
I
They're
did
gonna
like
make
the
so much money.
I
off
liked
of
the
that.
Space Town variant that
Dude,
the Astros
Space
did.
City.
The Space City
Oh,
variant
yeah,
jersey
Space-
that
yeah,
they
for
did,
sure.
that was dope.
Yes, it looks. And what's funny is they all the teams had like their special one-off. I can't remember what it was called. Do you remember? They had like a
No.
special word for it. So
I mean, it was essentially all the city nicknames, right?
Exactly,
Like it
yeah.
was.
For sure.
It was like their flagship uniform and everything. But it was funny because there was like the Astros, who's looked fucking sweet, and they had a nice play on Houston and everything. And then there were some that came out and it was like, what the fuck did you put on these
What, they have
clothes?
old like a Chevy Caprice sitting on 30-inch wheels.
Why you got to pick on Detroit like that?
Hey,
No, Houston.
Houston, baby.
no,
Yeah.
no, we claim the Space City. We, they were like, this is-
I'm not gonna lie
this
though.
is
If they
neutral.
ever release a jersey that just says "donks" across the front of it,
I-
I will buy that
I-
jersey.
take my fucking money. No, but
There you go, Barker. You looking for that next merch?
Hey, I know a guy.
That's the next softball team you sponsor out of Houston.
the Hero Sports
Yep.
donks.
Yep.
yeah,
It might happen.
I'd get that jersey. I'd expand my Hero Sports jersey collection
There
into
you
a
go.
donks jersey.
The donks.
The-
The wheels are spinning.
I mean, there's the Flying Chanclas out of San Antonio.
Absolutely.
Like, come
it's
on.
true.
Well,
Somebody's got to
but
do the
that's only
docks out of
that's only
Houston.
one night a season, right?
they wear it every Thursday night.
Oh, it's every Thursday night.
Yeah.
It's the Flying Chanclas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Which, if
do.
you're not from San Antonio, I'm sure everybody's just like, the
Flying
fuck is that? Although
Nobody
in March,
fucking
baby,
gets
I'm
it.
driving out to Sugarland
Dude, I
Yeah,
want
to
to
see the
bananas?
Savannah
I need to look
bananas.
into-
See,
I need to
Barker
look
already
into
knew. I
tickets.
was like, I'm driving out to Sugarland. He's like,
Dude.
bananas.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the bananas.
I'm a
we,
big fan of that owner.
Also
Yeah.
true.
Oh,
Yeah, did you watch
man.
the story on
Yeah,
ESPN?
It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really smart. But yeah, we've discussed possibly doing something with them. We've also discussed doing something with Field of Dreams. in Iowa.
Really?
Yeah, man. So
Like,
one of
we're
our big
we're getting
supporters.
insider information.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of our big supporters is Baseballism.
Yep.
And they do a hat $10 from every hat goes back to support Hero Sports. But Frank Thomas actually recently purchased Field of Dreams. So there's been some discussion of possibly doing a game there.
I guess those Stan Young pills are working for him, huh?
The gold bond, or whatever.
What was that pill that he was pushing? Where they'd be like, try this, and they were like, Frank Thomas. And he was like, keeps me strong. If you know what I mean. And I was like, bro, Frankie, I don't think anybody's worried about you staying strong, buddy. Like
Eugenics.
Nugenics, that's what it was.
Yeah, for sure. But there's
what an era of baseball.
There's a softball Field of Dreams in Arizona.
Is there really?
Well, actually, there's one in Houston too.
So
in Dallas.
what it is it's like
it's called Big League Dreams.
Big League Dreams. Yeah, sorry.
I've played there a couple times.
I played in the one in Arizona.
Yeah,
and they have 4 replica MLB fields.
Yeah,
but they're tiny, right? Aren't they
they're
miniaturized?
softballs.
Yeah,
300 feet.
But so you can play at Fenway Park with the Green Monster.
Yeah.
But it's only 300 feet instead of.
Well, it's not even that. It's like
but they're all.
I think they are.
I think arc is 300 feet, right? And then it gets smaller if you're.
Well, depending on
like
the one in Dallas, they have 8 different fields.
Yeah.
And
the one in Arizona might now too. This is 15 years ago.
Yeah, but basically the dimensions of the field that they're a replica of.
But they just scale them for softball.
Scale it for softball. Yeah,
Big League Dreams.
Big League Dreams.
Like the one in Arizona, they have Fenway Park, Wrigley Field. They have the Diamondback Stadium, which is fucking. Yeah.
Oh, it's now called Cactus Yards.
Okay.
Well, it's probably part of the Field of Dreams, or the Big League Dreams program.
Yeah.
It's just that location is called Cactus Yards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gilbert spends millions to reopen Big League Dreams as Cactus Yards.
Oh, so the city got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, same thing in Houston.
Yeah.
How
did Houston buy it?
Well, it shut down for a little while because I guess per the contract with the city, they weren't maintaining it. I don't know if it was just a revenue thing because of COVID or what, but the city of Webster actually bought the one there and reopened it.
No
So
shit.
Nice.
Yep. So
But it's pretty cool. I mean, we play in tournaments, so we'd be out there for like fucking 18 hours. And it's just like you get there at fucking 6 a.m. and it's fucking midnight and you're still playing. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, just hurry up and fucking like I don't care if we lose at this point.
Just let it end. Fuck.
I've played some tournaments, man, where you're playing at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. It's just, and then you're in the losers bracket because usually you're playing at 2 or 3 in the morning because you lost.
Yeah.
And then you got to win like 6 games in a row just to get to the championship, and you're playing from like 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Like, you just run out of steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like softball.
It's
I like
fun.
softball too.
I can hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not what she said. I had to get you back.
For what?
I don't know.
It's
coming in the future. It's coming in the future.
It just hasn't happened yet.
I'm getting you back for the thing you're going to do in a couple weeks.
That means I know you too well.
It's a fair reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But
No, man, a lot of cool things on the horizon for sure. So,
well, where can people find you?
herosports.org, Instagram, Facebook, all the social media thingies. Eventually we'll probably have a TikToker and a whatever else the kids are doing these days. I don't even know.
You got to OnlyFans it, man.
Yeah. Well, I learned that Mikey had a OnlyFans.
No, legitimately, I think you could probably run an OnlyFans.
And just
don't do it as
donations.
porn. Just do it for the donation part, and then just like live stream the games onto your OnlyFans.
Yeah. Yeah. People that are
God,
way
that'd be
smarter
really
than
hard to explain to significant others.
Why
What's with this OnlyFans?
Why is it charged for OnlyFans?
No, baby, it's for charity.
yeah, that
Who
was
the fuck is charity?
No, it's for Mike. Who the fuck is Mike?
Mike wears khakis.
Yeah, I don't know, but so herosports.org and Instagram, Facebook is where most of the stuff goes. And but yeah, man, we're just
And y'all have like people can sign up to get involved with y'all on the website, right?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have get involved or ask for assistance or whatever. However you feel like you want to get involved, or even if you have a thing that you want to be able to try to do, that we don't do, and table tennis, right? Like, we don't table tennis, but if that's your jam, then we'll try to figure out how to support it, and
Fucking A.
we just grew, we have a group in Japan now that's doing hero sports in Japan. We have Hawaii and California and Utah and Colorado and Nebraska. And
It's awful convenient that you've set up all these vacation spots for your.
I mean,
charity,
I'm just saying, I think we're going to do like the Cayman Islands next.
When I got involved,
Hero Sports Bora Bora.
when I got involved with the outdoor side of things, Mike asked if I had a passport. And I'm still waiting for that day.
Actually, the ranch that we just hunted with the Fighting 69th, they own property in Mexico.
I don't need a passport. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No.
So I was literally going to be like,
two
that's
reasons.
because Mike is going
One,
to Mexico.
I'm not going to bring my firearms to Mexico.
That's
No,
you know
they
what?
have them there for us.
Two, I don't want to carry firearms in Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what? That's fair.
They have them there for us.
I don't. Like, I will go there. I'll drink. I'll have fun at a beach.
Just need one
But
of the.
I'm not going anywhere close to somewhere inland where I have to carry firearms.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, I'll go hang out, but I don't want guns in Mexico. I
But
feel
yeah,
like that would
in December though, we're gonna do a golf tournament in Japan.
be okay.
So
The fuck,
December
man?
what?
I don't know. Mikey already volunteered. He's like, I'm going because it's in Okinawa and that's where I was stationed.
Yeah.
And he even has like the tattoo that says, I don't know, something in Japanese on him. Something I don't know.
It says chicken
War-
cacciatore. That's all it
Warrior
fucking
princess
says.
or something. I don't know.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah.
It's his order at Panda Express, so he doesn't have to say it. He just
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just
It says sushis and sashimis. That's what it says.
Please.
yeah. But I mean, lots of stuff, man. I mean, all the stuff that we've been doing and just seem to be adding more shit to it. So
fuck yeah. Well, if you want to find out more about Hero Sports, check the link in the description of wherever you're listening or watching, and get in touch with those guys.
Isn't it Mike's fault that we got invited to that veteran charity golf tournament only to find out we were the
Oh,
only
yeah.
4 veterans at the church, the Catholic Church
Yep.
charity tournament?
Yep. That was definitely.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Like, we show up. And we're like,
We showed up at
"Fuck
8
yeah."
o'clock in the morning. We were like,
all
all right,
this-
we'll start with JMO and cigars. And then out walks the nun and priest. And
And
we were like,
just like, oh.
Did I leave that out?
Yeah, that was
My
not on
bad.
the invite.
that is
My
the
bad.
only Hero Sports invitation I have ever gotten. And I was like, damn, Mike, what did I ever do to you?
Forgive me, Father, for I am
you
about
should,
to sin.
yeah.
We took Justin on the dog and knife hunt last
I
year.
know.
You should do the dog and knife hunt this.
I've been waiting for the invite, buddy.
Hey man, well,
I'll fucking stab a pig.
not at a bar either.
We don't discuss my past, man.
That was one time.
It was just one time, and I won $300.
I mean that's coming up around the corner.
Mhm.
But yeah,
No, I appreciate it. I have no salt for Hero Sports. The guys that you guys take, you've changed their lives. It's fucking absolutely phenomenal, and it's one of those things where I am happy to support and watch other guys go and get the help they need and be part of it and all that kind of stuff. So it's
Yeah.
awesome.
well, that's what we do. It's no magic sauce, no magic pill, man. Just a lot of hard work and a lot of helping our brothers and sisters. So
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
that's it.
Well, sweet boys.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, sign it off.
That is exactly the response he was looking for.
Perfect.
Well, we know somebody who doesn't listen to the show.
Thanks for coming out. God bless and good night. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, he listens to Mikey enough as it is.
I know, right?
Yeah, for sure.
In all fairness, I don't listen to the show either.
That-
So, warfightertobacco.com. Use that code of Freedom Friends. No, FTFO now,
Yep.
right? We moved
Bingo.
it. FTF. I don't fucking do this. Like, Mikey's gone.
That's,
I told you I don't listen to
I
those
made-
show.
I made John do the intros. Like
Yeah.
I watch it when y'all record it live, and I have to listen to
Yeah.
it again.
Anyways,
and
told
still
Justin.
sound-
warfightertobacco.com. Use the code FTFO to get 15% off. You did say that the Hero Sports cigar was going live
Not yet.
soon.
Once we get our next batch
Once we
in.
batch up, the code will not work there. Don't be a bitch about it. It's going to charity. All right, just spend the fucking money.
And she's a very nice lady.
Yes. Yes, she is.
And other than that, you can go hit up our very good friends over at owellness.us and use the code FreedomFriends25 for quarter off your order over there for all your CBD goodies. And then our friends at Icy Tech Coolers. What is it? If you know, you know. If those who know get it.
For those who get it.
There you go.
It was in there. Yeah.
It's
You had it.
table gaming and shit.
Yes.
And I think you use your fuck, I don't know.
Freedom
Listen to another
Friends 10.
episode for the
Freedom
code.
Friends 10.
Freedom Friends 10, you get a discount over there. Other than that, some simple little fucking things you can do. Oh, and go to fucking Hero Sports and volunteer or give them money.
Yeah.
Either way. They'll get you a tax write-off. You'll be good to go.
Absolutely.
And come enjoy drinks at Battle Pub on what are the dates
The
again?
4th, 5th, and 6th
of
November.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing the inaugural Hero Sports charity wargaming event.
I like inaugural because that means there's going to be a second annual.
We actually, if everything goes according to plan, it will be both a spring and fall charity tournament that we're running for you
fucking
guys.
A.
So
Hell yeah.
it'll be 2 a year.
So come out and support.
Hell yeah.
We'll get you to one of them. It'll be fun.
I'll be there.
In spirit.
Eventually.
Yeah, so come out to that. And if Battle Pub and all the social medias will be on there. If you can't make it and still want to give us money, we'll figure out how to fucking do it. We'll always take your money. Other than that, it's tell your mom,
Tell your friends.
tell your mom's friends that it's almost ass eating season and a couple
Yeah.
people are looking for butthole scarves. So look at burgers like
Not yet. Next week.
Yeah,
It was
almost.
a little warm today.
I said almost.
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 Other than that, 3 simple little things. Words to live by. Confucius say, John?
Smoke on.
It's drink on.
Drink on.
There you go. And goddamn it, boys. Freedom the fuck on.